Well, I was pretty silent there for that gang, but there's a 5-man side of Ghatak Gaming. I was just checking what's up with my stream. It's not working for some reason. Well, I'm having a bad day as a caster today. First the net disconnect, then the players disconnect, then the players delay, and now I'm not able to stream, and I'm getting responses like kind of broken as well. So I haven't really looked into that issue either, but I'll just continue. And now the anti-mage has finally reached to his fury, which is 15 minutes fury, which is not that bad, but I mean, Piece of Cake have a lot of vision going out in the dire jungle, so they are going to look to pick off this anti-mage while he's going to AFK farm, especially when there's a Batrider lasso as well as the TA who has a blink, and she is going in for the Desolator to add even more damage there. Here, you see, anti-mage is gonna die solo to the Meepo, who perfectly timed his nets and did not let anti-mage do anything. Nicely played there by retarded player. I guess he isn't retarded as much as his name suggests. But Team Piece of Cake are looking quite strong. A 7.5k lead in terms of net worth as well as XP going in their favor. Well, it looks like I'm back on stream. Okay, might be too early to say that as my stream has gone down. Okay, the Viper now has a finished up drums. Let's take a look at what inventories are going on. Meepo has already picked up the Aghanim Scepter, Blink Dagger. Archmage has got his Blink Dagger. He's very close to his Force Staff. Actually, I think it's flying out to him. Yeah, it is flying out to him. Smiley face on that Vengeful Spirit just is gonna finish up the urn soon. Drake is quite farmed actually, away from getting that all-important Aghanim Scepter on the Witch Doctor, so this is something quite unexpected. I mean, Team Ghatak Gaming won't be expecting an early Scepter as this much. It's gonna be completed in the next 3 or 4 minutes. Looks like Piece of Cake are making a move for the Roshan. The Deso now completed on Rampage's Templar Assassin. It's gonna be pretty easy to get the Roshan down with that negative damage, minus 17 armor there. Archmage looking to just scare away people from Roshan. 5 heroes have gathered on side of Ghatak Gaming. There's a lasso actually by Archmage. It's just buying space to finish off this Roshan, and down goes Roshan, but Archmage is in bit of trouble. He can give up, is gonna die here. The Meepo is gonna miss out on his poof. In comes the Templar Assassin, who's gonna be immediately yeah, so Archmage actually giving up his life to Anti-Mage has picked up his farming, but it's still nowhere near the net worths of the position 1 and 2 of Team Piece of Cakes. Just because, I mean, there's a lot of ancient stacks going out. There were a lot of stacks, early game stacks that are given for these Piece of Cake carry players. And they have quite delivered there. But yet, finish. So you can never say. The Viper has nothing after the drums. Has a casual Ogre Club. Probably is gonna get that BKB against the Meepo. Is must be having another couple of minutes. A Piece of Cake will look to get at least a tier 2 out of this Aegis. Otherwise, if you do not get the objectives with the Aegis and a 5-man, the Aegis kind of goes to waste. The mage now has completed Yasha. So slowly but steadily he is catching up in farm because he's an anti-mage. But there's a lot of catching up to do. 3k difference there between Meepo and anti-mage. Meepo is also a very efficient farmer. He can just control lanes with those boots of travel and also control the jungle. As you can see, I mean, it's so fast. The Meepo just clears up the jungle, and this is what gives you that fast gold and XP as a Meepo. You can multiple kill stacks, camps I must say. A Dragon Lance actually been picked up by Viper, so it was in the BKB. Probably will go in for the BKB later on, but Dragon Lance is something I mean a Viper player should have, considering it adds the range to that horrible poison attack or spit of his green spit. But with that Piece of Cake are initiating in the bot lane. Night Stalker is gonna get caught off there by the lasso, and he is gonna die immediately. They see the Shadow Demon as well. In comes the Meepo, poofs and kills the Shadow Demon, and with this Piece of Cake have the advantage to take high ground. And look at the damage done there by 5 Meepos and 1 TA who's reducing armor there on the tower. There's a buyback by the Shadow Demon, doesn't mean much. With the Aegis, I mean the TA can just look to get a lot of damage done. And Meepo pushes the top lane as well. Anti-mage is quite confused as whether he should go defend top or bottom, but it looks like this is going to be an easy tower there for Piece of Cake. No fights taken there. In comes the Meepo onto the Viper. Viper's falling really low. He's going to fall down. The Macropie has been thrown out. Archmage is doing some Firefly damage. Down goes the Witch Doctor ultimate. Is going to bounce off 3 heroes. 2 heroes have already fallen for Team Ghatak Gaming. The Aegis is going to be popped by the Templar Assassin. Night Stalker now in a bit of trouble. The swap is still there available for the use. It's probably going to be saved for the anti-mage, I'm guessing. And with that, Team Piece of Cake are stomping into Ghatak Gaming space. There's a safety disruption there by the Shadow Demon, but he is going to fall there by the Meepo just jumping in. I mean, there's nothing which Ghatak Gaming can do for this Meepo who's been just swiping off kills off the map quite easily. And now he's level 19. Okay, the Aegis, I think. Here comes Archmage there, pulling up the Night Stalker onto the lower ground, but will not be successful. He's got an Ether Lens, my god. Meepo is going to the top T2 lane. There's a swap there onto the Night Stalker, but Meepo isn't there to save his team this time. Templar Assassin now without the Aegis is gonna fall down with that poison attack coming in. Shouldn't have initiated with the Meepo, but now he is here. And down goes the stun onto the Shadow Demon. Nice ultimate coming out from the Witch Doctor, yet again bouncing on several heroes, and Team Ghatak Gaming cannot stand up against this Witch Doctor ultimate. And now the Meepo has also joined the battle, finishes up the Night Stalker, gets the double kill, and this can get a triple kill onto the Meepo. Yes, but he does die off to the Anti-Mage. The Meepo has bought back, so has the Jakiro. The Meepo wants to finish up things. It looks like he wants to go back home for dinner. So buys back. There's a TP in by the Jakiro. My god, I did not see that coming. The plays, the diebacks rather, by Ghatak Gaming. I mean, this is pretty much done. The Meepo is diving deep under the tower. Retard player is gonna take a lot of damage onto that Meepo. But Archmage will be able to get a kill off on Po. Oh, he doesn't. There's a disruption by Newbie there. But I mean, what a piece of cake doing. They do not want to get racks. This is just a typical piece of cake, going in, being cocky, and giving some space there for Ghatak Gaming. And well, one by one, piece of cake are losing heroes, and they did not even get the racks out of this, so pretty disappointed with that. Now an Ulceptor being built up by this Bat Rider, so he is the utility carry of the team. Manta style now being picked up by this Anti-Mage, as well as a Vlad's. He was quite fat, to be honest, but now he does not have a buyback, though he has one, but he chooses to go for the Vlad. So if they manage to get the pick off on the Anti-Mage, the game can be probably just done. They're just waiting for this Meepo to respawn. There's still another couple of minutes till Roshan is back up. In comes Archmage onto this Anti-Mage, and there's a lot of damage going out onto this Anti-Mage, but they do not manage to finish him up. Disruption coming out on the Bat Rider. He's gonna use himself and blink away to safety. The Witch Doctor throws out a beautiful ultimate yet again. Is gonna be stopped up by the Night Stalker, but it looks like he's gonna pay with his life for that void. And now Naruto is gonna get caught off by the Meepo. Retard player gets a double kill. This can be a triple kill. No, Archmage gets the kill instead. Po has jumped into the battle, gets the kill off on the TA, but that's about it. Anti-Mage has also died over there. And look at this Meepo going out so balls deep. And there's a buyback by the Anti-Mage. Much worth there to get off the kill on the Meepo. And again, I mean, piece of cake will have to back away. The buyback there by the Anti-Mage, and again piece of cake diving too deep to get a few kills and getting no objectives out of that. Disappointment number 2, especially as a manager. We should save the void for the TP break, but anyways. The illusions get the ward, the D-ward. Nice play coming out from the Templar Assassin. They are gonna find up actually the Anti-Mage, who's gonna be stunned up there by Drake. POC are not quite sure which target to go on. Templar Assassin is getting kited off there by the Viper. And here comes the Witch Doctor ultimate finally. But it's not gonna be that effective as it was the last time. Po has jumped into the battle. Meanwhile, Meepo has finished up the Roshan in the sideline. He is steeping into the battle. Poofs with his rest of the Meepos. And looks like we are gonna have a dead TA. And this time Meepo with the ages is looking to go even deeper. Buyback there by Viper and Shadow Demon. Is it gonna be enough to stop the push coming out from Piece of Cake? Looks like Retard Player is gonna burn down the ages. He poofs the lowest Meepo away. He's trying to kite out the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is actually pretty low, but the first ages has fallen. See if they do manage to get a kill off on this Viper. He is being slowed up and a safety disruption gonna be used. In comes Po. He's gonna finish up the Vengeful Spirit so fast, and this can be quite dangerous for Piece of Cake. Again, without objectives, they are losing heroes there. My god. There's a TP in there. So, Ghatak Gaming have been pretty successful, you could say. 3 base pushes been defended successfully. I wouldn't say they were legit pushes because it was Piece of Cake who were on the throwing side. 3 times they just dove like crazy dogs under the towers and under the well also a couple of times. But here we go. Meepo is yet to come back alive. He has the buyback. Okay, never mind. Did not need the Meepo. Archmage actually pulling off Night Stalker, but there was no follow-up. Raghu, the Drake, throwing out a nice Clask, and it is bouncing pretty heavily. But that's not going to be enough damage. That was just a tease there coming out from the Witch Doctor, forcing the heroes back. But now with that, Team Piece of Cake do not have 2 of those important ultimates to play with. They do have the swap. The Meepo is back online. Where is the TA? The TA has finished up a Desolator as well as the... has finished up a Chrysalis as well as the Manta Stack. And now just get the racks, Meepo. They force out the glyph by Ghatak Gaming. In comes the Anti-Mage. He's gonna be stunned up immediately. The lasso is now online. Is gonna be used on Anti-Mage. There is no follow-up damage though. There comes the Meepo finally, but it's gonna be too late. Macropie being thrown out now. Newbie is gonna get caught off. The Shadow Demon is gonna be the first casualty of war, or is he not? He uses a safety dispersion, but again, an E is being used at the wrong time there, and no casualty as. But Piece of Cake do manage to get at least 1 objective out of this. The Anti-Mage is now pretty farmed up. As you can see, he has the Basher, and now suddenly this game can get dangerous there for Team Piece of Cake.